Top 15 Best in National Costume. Number 15.
A mystical sari manok-inspired costume that is depicted as a fowl with colorful wings and tail. The magnificent yellow modern Filipiniana gown that represents the color of hope and joy amidst the crisis that the world is facing now. Embellished with jeweled sari manok patches on the bodies of the gown, adorned from the famous and unique embroidery technique in Bukawe, Bulacan called cadineta. An art that has been passed on through generations, a world-class craftsmanship, a masterpiece that is regarded as the beacon of yearning through these trying times. A modern, mythical, and cultural Filipiniana ensemble by the renowned Filipino designer Paolo Blanco. This is your Binibining 11, Bianca Luis Marcelo from Bukawe, Bulacan.
Number 14.
Ako si Jasmine Di Makulangan, hali sa probinsya nin Albay. This costume is named Daragang Magayon or Beautiful Maiden. This is an interpretation of the female protagonist from the legend of Mount Mayon. The fire surrounding Binibini 23 is as scorching as the passion between star-crossed lovers Magayon and Panganoron. Their fiery love might have ended in tragedy, but it led to the rise of the crown jewel of Albay, a befitting costume for Albay's reigning festival queen.
Number 13.
Ako si Cinderella Feo Banyera, galing sa lungsod ng ginintuang pagkakaibigan at pintuang daan ng Hilagang Mindanao, Cagayan de Oro, Misamis Oriental. Legend has it that Cagayan de Oro is resting on the back of a giant goldfish. This is the mythical inspiration of my national costume, a fitting tribute to the Oro as a gentle creature. This ensemble is composed of over 10,000 glittering pieces with dominant spangles, representing the golden coconut called kuyamis, abundant in Misamis Oriental, and the namesake of its festival that celebrates good harvest. Accentuating the piece is a crown, an homage to Birhen Sakota, who protected the city from invasion. This is Belleza del Oro, beauty of gold.
Number 12.
My national costume is called Mary Love. This was made to pay tribute to our Mother Mary, who has been our rock amidst the recent Taal volcano eruption. We chose to wear something that will signify the strength and hope of all Batangueños, especially people of Agoncillo who were greatly affected by the recent catastrophe. I carry with me the Holy Rosary, same with what most of the families have carried during the afternoon of January 12, 2020. It was our weapon, our shield, and our rock. In my head is a tiara that signifies unity among all Filipinos who helped us during our unforgettable nightmare. Its silver linings and crystal is a reminder for us to be grateful for everything that we've received. The trailing cape with thousands of Swarovski crystals represent thousands of Batangueños who is with me as I walk with this dress. Each step I take is a step closer in resurrecting our faith that one day soon, we will be triumphant once more. We also chose the color red as a manifestation of the burning desire of all Batangueños to rise from the ashes.
Number 11.
Claro M. Recto had once wisely observed that a people was set apart by its common experiences. A Filipino had no identity without its people's history. The costume depicts and is inspired by the image of the child Jesus Santo Niño. Santo Niño de Tondo Parish lies at the very heart of Tondo, Manila, which has been a significant part of the Philippine history for centennial of generations. The church is one of the earliest churches established by the Spanish friars in Luzon, and the image is believed to be the second oldest venerated image of the child Jesus in the Philippines, a significant symbolism of Filipinos embracing the Catholic faith.
Number 10.
Together with my team, we wanted to highlight the natural riches from the sea, one of the main sources of income by the people in my province. The ocean is an important part of La Union, as we're known to be the surfing capital of the North. I hope that when you remember this piece of me and this piece of La Union, you are reminded of a sea goddess watching the ever-changing and ever-growing prosperous province of La Union.
Number 9.
Ako si Binibining 32, Leslie Ann Ingles Ticaro, galing sa lungsod ng Tagum. Waling-waling, soon my impeccable skills to be worn by Binibini, showcasing the culture and fashion of Mindanao, celebrating the beauty of the Philippine flora, representing the grace, strength, and essence of a Filipina. This couture creation is proudly made by a Mindanaoan couturier and beadmaster, Mark Joseph Sayed, to exemplify that the Filipina beauty is more than what meets the eye. Filipina beauty has become transformative, that it has broken stereotypes and beauty standards, and that Filipina beauty mirrors culture, experience, substance, authenticity, and life. A Binibini is a waling-waling, highly coveted, majestic, and one of a kind.
Number 8.
Binibini 29, Alexandra Faith Garcia, lungsod ng Olongapo, lalawigan ng Zambales.
Ulo ng Apo, the symbolic name where the city started. The Dove Warrior is a costume inspired by the piece engraved by Apo in Olongapo, who was beheaded by treacherous tribe members. In the hand is the Ulo ng Apo, which empowers the maiden to call for peace in everyone. The ideology of the headpiece worn came from the Dove Monument found in Olongapo City. A rallying cry is shown by the Dove Warrior, an excruciating shout for justice and fairness to all. The Dove Warrior calls for every modern Filipina to be the symbol of peace, like Apo.
Number 7.
Ako si Binibining 10, Maureen Monteng, galing sa Padre Garcia, Batangas. My national costume is a reflection of history, culture, and the resources that has made Batangas an economic power. Evidenced by the Kalatagan pot, Batangas antedates the Hispanic influence as it has already thrived as small lacanantes scattered in its plains and high grounds. Long before the Spanish colonization, these lacanantes were already producing their own food like rice and coconuts. This costume strives to incorporate these historical and cultural dimensions into a stunning masterpiece, a fashion statement that tells the past, present, and future of the beautiful province. Batangas stands resilient, having experienced both volcanic eruption and the pandemic. This is a reminder of the hero in each and every Batangueño, rising despite all adversities.
Number 6.
Ako si Binibini 17, Hannah Constantino Arnold, galing sa probinsya ng Masbate. A national costume reminds us of important pages of our history. The beautiful islands where we come from, the stories of our ancestors, and the unparalleled artistry of our people. As a young girl, the colors, music, and dances of our country brought so much joy to my curious eye. And so began my love for the Bulaklakan Festival. Hand-painted, hand-embroidered, and covered in petals to gracefully give honor to our Virgin Mary. Just like a flower blooming in time, Louis Pangilinan embraces the artisanal spirit of the costume, implying progress, dignity, and celebration, which also defines a Filipina.
Number 5.
Ako si Binibining 15, Karen Lori Mendoza, galing sa Iloilo City. My national costume is inspired by Bulalakaw, a Visayan deity of illness and pestilence. Bulalakaw is believed to be a mythical bird with fiery feathers. According to the myth, Bulalakaw is a thin boy wearing a bird-like headdress, or even a genderless deity. This deity is worshipped by Babaylans and can be appeased by performing necessary rites and rituals. Bulalakaw visits the earthly plane in form of a comet. There's also a superstition for children: when a comet darts into the sky, children should not point at it, because the Bulalakaw does not like it and might punish them for that deed. According to the ancient culture, a comet is a symbolism of dread and a harbinger of doom, and also a messenger of the gods.
Number 4.
Ako si Binibini 1 Samantha Pandillo mula sa Sinilangan ng Mga Bayani, Cavite. My national costume designed by Cleven Bartolaba was inspired by the Philippine Revolution given my province's historical nature. The crown signifies the 13 martyrs of Cavite, and its design influenced by my Aunt Myrna Pandillo's winning crown in Binibining Pilipinas 1964. The gold feather-like shoulders emanate a gladiator silhouette, modernized and innovated, just like our modern-day empowered women. This shows that freedom isn't solely won by blood battles, but also by our inner power, pure hearts, and resilience as Filipinos, that we are worth fighting for. Completing this creation is a belt that represents the Philippine flag. Strength and independence of modern-day Filipino women are what my national costume strives for, to show that we are able to flap our own wings of freedom, to fight our own battles with beauty and grace. Independence is a choice we have made in our history, and a choice that we make every day so that we can soar high.
Number 3.
Ako po si Binibining Kimberly Ledesma Tikas mula sa bayan ng mga Makata, Balagtas, lalawigan ng magagandang gilag at magigiting na bayani, Bulacan. Kinikilala bilang reyna ng mga kapistahan sa Pilipinas, ang Flores de Maria o Flores de Mayo na pinapaniwalaang nagsimula sa Bulacan, Bulacan noong 1865. Ang kasuotang ito ay obra ni Marvin Garcia na malinaw na nagpapakita sa pagkamalikhain ng mga Bulakenyo. Pinalilibutan ng daan-daang bulaklak at mga batong kristal na kumakatawan sa alhasan ng may kawayan na lalong pinatingkad ng magarbong kinayas na kawayan ng singkaban na isang anyo ng tradisyonal arkitekturang Bulakenyo na sumisimbolo ng kasaysayan, sining, kultura at kalinangan ng sambayanang Bulakenyo.
Number 2.
Ako si Binibini 19, Gabriel Basiano, galing sa Burangan City, Eastern Samar. My costume is called the Golden Kalesa. Kalesa is believed to be the first introduced to the Philippines by Spain during the 18th century. It has served as a deluxe mode of transportation that only the rich and high-ranking officials can afford. It used to be Philippines' king of the road, long before the jeepneys arrived. This golden kalesa represents the shades of my hometown, Borongan City, Eastern Samar. I am wearing a mesh bodysuit that is embellished with thousands of golden Swarovski crystals. The carriage is adorned by hand-woven mat and most commonly known as banig, one of the major products of my province.
Number 1.
Ako si Meiji Cruz mula sa lungsod ng Valenzuela. Inspirasyon ng aking kasuotan sila Kapati, diwata ng agrikultura at kasaganaan, simbolo ng mapagkalingang ani. Biyaya niya ang bawat butil at bungang nagsisilbing pananggalang ng sangkatauhan at iba pang nilalang mula sa gutom at mga sakit. Samantala, ang mga pakpak ng tutubi ay simbolo ng bagong simula. Nagpapaalalang laging may pag-asa sa gitna ng mga pagsubok. Imahe naman ng iba't ibang uri ng ibon ang aking putong, sapagkat tulad ng kanilang sigla sa paglipad, tayo rin ay may laya at kapangyarihang tugisin ang ating mga pangarap. Tiyaga at pangangalaga, yan ang kinakatawan ng aking mga kumikinang at dambuhalang kuko. Mga gawi at pag-uugaling taglay nating mga Pilipino, susi sa ating bawat tagumpay. Sa kabuuan, ang aking trahe ay kombinasyon ng rikit na mga pinong puntas, tibay ng tansong metal, karilagan ng perlas at Swarovsking mga kristal. Isang mabining kasuotang tanging isip at mga kamay lang ng malikhaing Pilipino ang makagagawa. Ngunit ito'y higit pa sa pagiging kasuotan. Ang aking trahe ay simbolo ng aking dangal, ng aking pusong binibini, ng aking dugong Filipina.